All right, good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate you guys joining me today. Hope everybody's off to a great start to their week. With that said, we're going to get started. As far as onboarding, we have not brought on any new hires in the past week. I will say it is definitely not from lack of trying. Michael has been hitting these interviews very hard. Um, we're just trying to bring in the right people for the position. So we did not have any terminations last week. Michael is currently looking for a few open positions to fill, two heavy equipment operators, one cashier, one call center coordinator, one diesel mechanic, and one Class B CDL driver. So, like always, if you guys know somebody, definitely reach out to Michael, and he'll see about setting up interviews for those individuals. So we had two accidents, incidences so far this year. We're going to go over those two. The first one is involving grinder department heavy equipment operator Jeremiah Patterson. Um, on January 8, 2025, heavy equipment operator Jeremiah Patterson was operating loader 1507 at the Cookingham City brush site while attempting to grab brush from a brush pile. A log unexpectedly rolled over the top of the loader bucket. The log struck the left front windshield of the loader, causing the glass to shatter. And as a result, the window had to be changed out. And this actually affected two windows. The front windshield and the left front windshield needed to be replaced. The total damage on all of that was $1,025.94. That is one of the things we really have to focus on this year is windows. We did over, I think, close to $9,000 in window damage in 2025. Those are definitely things that we can prevent and costs that we can prevent. So the next accident was on January 15th at the 470 Raytown brush drop-off site. On January 15, 2026, at approximately 9:30 a.m., employee Rafael Grajalis was operating equipment at the 470 Raytown brush site. Rafael had just given the customer a pull-off. While assisting the customer, Rafael attempted to unbury the customer's pallet using the loader bucket. The customer stated that during this process, the left loader wheel ran over the edge of the customer's trailer gate. According to the customer, the pressure from the loader tire caused the weld on the trailer gate to break. Now, I will say this. I went out there and talked to both the customer and Rafael. Rafael does not think that he hit or rolled over the gate. This was a very old gate. I do have a picture of it. I'm going to show you guys. As you can see, the customer is praying that Missouri Organic buys him a new gate. No, not really. This is just, I'm trying to show the weld under here. It was like the smallest weld I've ever seen. I don't know how this gate was being held up by the weld. But regardless, the weld broke. So we had to take the gate off, put it in the trailer along with his other gear, and we were able to get him down the road. This ended up costing us $77. We worked out a free dump with the customer. His next dump was free. So I wish I would have took a better picture of this, but a lot of operators, when they give a pull off, all the stuff comes out. A lot of customers use a tire, a pallet, and once the pallet or tire gets pulled out with the material, a lot of times this gate gets buried. You can't really see it. So it's something to definitely be aware of at all times. But the main thing is we got to come up with a system where we're not getting so close to the customer's gate with our equipment. I think The important thing here is if you have a customer that is not doing the pull off in the safest manner, if their chain's too short, rope's too short, um, if something doesn't seem safe, you have that conversation with that customer. Let them know what's going to be expected the next time they come in. So, hey, I'll do it this time, but next time I need you to have this set up like this. Have that conversation. And if you have a customer that's just refusing to do it, let your manager know, and we'll go from there. But we're doing them a great service uh, by doing these pull offs, so they definitely have to work with us as well. So we are going to go over pull offs a little more in the coming weeks. Um, it's definitely an area that we can get a little safer at. So, with that said, this week's safety topic is going to be cold stress. It's going to go over recognizing the early symptoms of cold stress. With us going in this cold part of the year, I figured it'd be a good topic to go over. I'm going to play the video. If you guys have any questions, definitely reach out.
Exposure to low temperatures or cold can cause serious illness and even death. Ensuring that your body is regularly hydrated and protected from the cold during winter months is essential to maintain balance for performing well at work. Risk factors for cold illness include wetness and or dampness, exposure to cold breezes or wind, low liquid intake, not layering clothing or wearing non-winter clothing, and predisposed health conditions such as hypertension and diabetes. So how do you know if it's too cold? The temperature drops below 32 degrees, wind chill increases, limited or no sunshine, protective clothing or gear is not layered properly, and icy road conditions. And the risk level increases with the wind chill index. Even with an air temperature of 40 degrees Fahrenheit, winds as slow as 15 miles per hour can lower to freezing temperatures. Several common issues may result from exposure to cold stress in the workplace, including hypothermia, frostbite, and dehydration. Hypothermia occurs when body heat is lost faster than it can be replaced, and the normal body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Hypothermia can occur even in cool temperatures if a worker becomes chilled from rain or sweat. Signs of hypothermia include shivering, loss of coordination, confusion, being unable to walk or stand, slow breathing, and loss of consciousness. Hypothermia can lead to lasting adverse health effects, and if help is not received immediately, even death. The second serious illness from cold exposure is frostbite. Frostbite is an injury to the body that is caused by the freezing of the skin and underlying tissues, primarily on the hands and feet. The lower the temperature and longer the exposure, the more likely frostbite is to occur. But touching very cold metal can immediately cause frostbite on the contacted areas. Symptoms of frostbite include numbness in the affected body part, a tingling or stinging sensation, pale or bluish skin, and in more severe cases, blistering. Frostbite can cause permanent damage to skin, muscle, bone, and other tissue, and in extreme cases can lead to amputation. Another serious illness from cold exposure is dehydration. It may seem counterintuitive, but dehydration can occur in cold weather when sweat more easily evaporates in dry air, and also because there's a general lack of thirst in cold weather compared to hot weather. Dehydration can impact your physical and mental performance and your body's ability to regulate temperature, which in turn can contribute to other serious health issues. There are many additional risks to working in cold weather, particularly when snow and ice are present. Snow and ice bring their own set of job site hazards, including increased risks of slips and trips. Snow-covered tools that become hidden can potentially cause injuries, and greater exposure to wet surfaces increases the risk of lowering your body temperature. Injuries and risks from cold stress can be avoided and prevented by by taking precautions before and during working hours. You should prep the job site for the work being done that day. Some ways to prevent the increased risk of injury from these hazards include removing snow and ice, or preparing for upcoming snow by salting outdoor walkways and vehicle paths, using space heaters to provide a warmer environment for workers. When doing so, inspect each space heater before use, and exercise appropriate caution and supervision when using them, and ensure adequate ventilation when working inside structures to allow for carbon monoxide or chemical fumes. Stay aware of weather forecasts so that you can prepare properly for the workday. Train workers to recognize signs and symptoms of frostbite, hypothermia, and other cold stress injuries, and how to apply proper first aid treatment.
Can we get some warm fluids over here or something?
Limit workers' exposure to dangerous elements that cannot be controlled on a work site, such as wind or falling snow, and wear the right PPE and clothing that keeps workers dry, warm, and reduces direct skin contact with certain materials. You should wear layers of wool, polyblend, or synthetic fibers, and avoid materials like cotton. Encourage workers to take breaks in warm areas to bring their core body temperature back up. Or may be experiencing symptoms of cold stress. You should move them to a warm room or vehicle. Remove any wet clothes and replace them with dry ones. Next, place warm bottles or hot packs under their armpits, the sides of their chest, and under the groin. Then cover their body with blankets, making sure not to cover their face. And for medical emergencies, call 911 immediately. Working safely, especially in cold temperatures, means being prepared. Knowing how to limit cold stress may save your life.
Um,